What's up guys, I'm Shernfire. I've been a professional player since season 5 and I've been to MSI and Worlds multiple times.
The new champions here in Oceania as Direwolves will represent the OPL at MSI 2017.
While also climbing to top 10 career multiple times and hitting rank 1 NOs multiple times. My goal is to help people reach their rank goals and ultimately breed an army of high elo junglers. What's up guys, I'm going to be teaching you guys the new way of jungling and why the old way doesn't work as well anymore. A big reason why I made this video is because of newer members joining Sanspareil, my coaching program, and being told that you have to take every dragon and dragon is a really important objective. So the overarching mindset of this video is going to be completely opposite of that. I value gold and EXP over objectives and I'll explain why. The main reason why gold and EXP is more valuable than objectives is because objectives are meant to make you stronger to fight, but it takes much longer to get there. For example, a 4th dragon is going to make your team a lot stronger in team fights and individual fights, and so too is gold and EXP. So they're both valuable, but gold and EXP is much more easier and accessible to get than waiting 5 minutes and killing dragon 4 times in a row. Because the game is so snowbally from Riot implementing grubs and the new Herald this season, it makes it so the game is much more fast paced, and Riot intended to do so with also the new buffs to grubs. So my main thing is if you can get a golden EXP without grubs or dragon, you should do that, because the end goal is pushing the enemy team into their base and forcing the turrets to die and ultimately killing the Nexus. So here we have a value system, basically a preference of what you should do if you were given the choice to choose all of the above. Here are the priorities. We've got tower dives at the first, counter ganks, teamfighting, skirmishing, grubs, herald, and dragon. Now I put dragon at the very bottom, which is really important to point out because a lot of people still value dragon as one of the most important objectives in the game, which I think is completely wrong, because you do not get your return on investment on dragons until the 4th dragon, but by the time 4th dragon is done, the game should already be snowballed. You shouldn't be winning the game because you're fighting, you're stronger than them because you got soul, right? I've seen all too often people come to my coaching program in Sanspareil and they think dragon is the most important objective to take because they were just told so. So here's why tower dives are at the top. So tower dives, what it gives you golden EXP, right? You push the wave, you get the wave into the tower, you dive them, you get the champion kill, you get the plates, and you deny them a massive wave. So not only do you gain gold, you deny gold. So that's going to be the king of all kings. If you can gain gold and EXP and deny gold and EXP, that is the best thing you can ever do. Now the second is counter ganks. So why did I put counter ganks over ganks? Well, the main reason is because counter ganks are more detrimental to the enemy team, because usually it ends up in more than one kill, right? When you counter, it's usually a skirmish, turns into a skirmish, or it turns into a one-sided beating where they're forcing the gank and then you beat them to the punch, or you predict what they're going to do and you're able to kill more than one member, which puts them on death timer, where again they're denying themselves golden EXP because they're on a death timer. Now the third is the gank. Pretty self-explanatory, the champion kill plus the wave, and you'll get what you want there. Now you've got team fighting and skirmishing, similar to counter gank, where if you put more than one person on a death timer, that's going to increase the amount of gold and EXP gap between you and them, just through the gold kill, through the champion kill and the potential minions they should have got, and the minions you gain because you're gonna farm while they're dead, right? And now the last 3, and why I've put them at the bottom, is because all the above give you the golden EXP you want to be stronger and fight more, right? Grubs is very, very strong objective, which is why I put it at the top of objectives. Obviously, guys, Baron is the best objective, but I'm talking about pre-Baron. Grubs is the most important objective because it allows you to gain what? More gold and EXP. But why do I not put it over tower dives, counter ganks, etc.? Is because objectives are designed to help you get more gold and EXP. But if you can fastline or streamline rather your gold and EXP by just killing champions themselves or killing the plates, you don't need the grubs. But grubs is a very effective way to get more plates and to end the game faster. So too with Herald. So that's why they're way above Dragon, because the game is so fast paced nowadays. So you're probably wondering what Shern says doesn't make any sense, because if you watch high level play, they're constantly fighting over objectives. But what you're not seeing is that if the enemy team doesn't fight over the objectives when it comes to mid game, there is nothing else to trade off, and they'll eventually slowly lose the game. So they're forcing the enemy team to fight them, while the team that starts the objective doesn't necessarily want the objective, they just want the fight. Obviously, they'll take the objective for free if they choose to give, but it's not that they want the objective to the point where they're willing to die for it. See, I think that's the difference that people don't understand. You can see in this clip that they're really spiked TFS rapid fire. So they're forcing the Baron start or threatening the Baron start, which makes the enemy team respond pretty poorly, and T1 get the free Baron. So you can clearly see there, yes, they do want the Baron, but they don't want the Baron over a kill and compromising basically their team fight positioning. They'd rather threaten the Baron and then force the fight to get the kill and then get the objective if they can get the objective for free. So we're going to be looking over examples of the best form of snowballing, which is tower diving. Now I'm going to show you guys some setups and what you should expect and how to sort of predict if you can do something like this. So the first things first, you can see in this clip, or freeze frame rather, is you've got a normal wave and a cannon wave. So ideally, one, you want a stacked wave, and two, you can see they're trading a lot. So this guy is below 30% or 40%. So this is going to be to my benefit because he'll die faster, which means less tempo spent. And as you can see, I'm doing the least obvious tower dive, but since I know he doesn't have teleport, you know, he's forced to stay. If he does not stay here, I've done my job. He's lost, look at how many creeps there are. He's lost a lot of waves. And something important to note, guys, is if you want to set this up better, always look in base and see if it's a cannon wave or normal wave that's coming from base to the lane. Now, if you want to get more in depth, you can learn the timers, like the 235, 405, 535, 705 timers for each cannon wave coming every 3 waves, or you can just learn in different ways, but that's the way I like to learn when cannons come out of the base. And you've also got the stacking wave part, right? If the wave is slow pushing, that means it's going to be stacking. So those things are things to look out for besides trades, which everyone can clearly see. So here you can clearly see doing the least obvious dive, and I walk at him and he feels like he's in a tough situation where he doesn't know what to do, whether to give or to fight on the tower, and he chose nothing. So he got the worst of both worlds. We got the gold on the champion kill and we denied him a lot of gold. So this is going to be another example where we're going to tower dive, but it's a bit tricky. So this is something you guys might come across where you have to play around a certain ability, or you have to bait it to make the dive clean. In this case, it's going to be Jaxi. So for me to hit my stun, I need to bait his counter strike. So what I do right there is I walk up and I fake Q, thinking I'm going to auto attack, and he's forced E, allowing me to actually get my real stun. And you can see how right there I hold the aggro for my Jinx because I know she needs 2 more autos to kill him, and I tank the tower knowing I can tank it and sit outside of range because nothing is going to hit me. So in this example, we've got a situation where they don't know where I am and I can actually catch the person coming back to lane. So this is going to be another nice setup you guys can do where they don't know you're coming back to lane, so you can land a lot of free damage. So as you can see, I was planning to dive, but I knew the support was going to walk back to lane in a straight line because, you know, people don't think about it. So you can see here, the jungler's here, but I'm able to get 2 kills, and you can see the whole minion wave, 2 minion waves on the tower dying there for free, no one there to take it. And you can see how I mess up, but we trade 3 for 1 and they lose 2 waves plus the cannon. Okay, so in this final example, we're going to be talking about the dive redive concept. So not only can you dive and successfully dive, what happens usually when you successfully dive, it creates a gold and EXP gap where usually your laners can spike faster than the enemy laners if you get them ahead. So in this example, I'm going to be showing you this exact idea. So first, we go for the dive. Lulu does a good job of tanking, as you can see, the range champ tanking, so she can leave the tower earlier because she's a range champ. And I'm saying, please redive this guy. Now, I make the mistake of not seeing LeBlanc move, but we still are able to deny a lot of EXP and get the kill trade. So here's where things are going to get interesting, because Twitch is so far ahead in EXP of the AD carry now, like at least half a level. That means he's going to hit 6 first. So watch what I do here. So if I can speed it up. So I'm going to be pathing down, trying to get my level 6. I'm not worried about grubs, right? I can't be involved in this fight right now. So my job is just to keep farming and get 6 while my team does whatever they want, right? I can't be involved in it. I don't have the tempo for it. There's no point in moving. I'm just looking to get 6 as fast as possible. So in this scenario, I am topside, but I am still thinking about the bot side situation and how I can get there, because again, my AD carry is up EXP, so I should be able to go bot at some point. So right now it's 7:54. I don't have a cannon wave. The cannon wave spawns or meets at 8:35. So my goal here is to look at each cannon timer and see when I can come bot. On this timer, I do red, and I recognize, hey, this is a cannon timer, 8:35. Let's push mid, and let's go bot, right? So you can see I skip all my camps here, and I'm saying dive bot, please, with my Nefiri. The wave unfortunately dies on the tower, but you can see here how I know that we have a gold and EXP advantage, so I want to force as hard as possible with mid and bot move. And you can see how hard the game is snowballing there. We got 2 plates, or we're going to get 2 plates, and we just got a double kill. So that's the idea of the dive redive, abusing your teammates' gold and EXP advantage to gain a further lead from the previous dive. If there's anything to take from this video, it's to stop doing dragon. Other than that, if you guys want to go further faster, join my coaching program. Links below, sanspareil.gg. I'll see you guys next time.
Subscribe me.